Hello and welcome to another episode of Case of the Golden Idol. I'm Bring Stabbity, the stabbiest stab that ever stabbitied, and with me I have...
Nweismuller, who's just staring in fascination at this incredibly ugly king with angry elephants behind him.
Yeah? Dude is a frickin' fugly. Hey, Evelyn! Welcome on the Twitch! Alright, anyway, last time we played this, we completed the story of the Case of the Golden Idol. Now we have two DLCs unlocked, so I figure let's hop in here. Yes!
Two DLCs!
Ha 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 ha! The Spider of Lanka, or the Spooter of Lanka as you called it earlier. The chapter
Indeed. Poses
a greater challenge to new players. We strongly recommend finishing the main story before attempting this chapter. Well, it's a good thing that we did. Alright.
And this time we know not to click on the statue because we'll get the cutscene anyhow doing the first mystery.
Exactamundo. Right. Co-host not doing stream. Nope, he's on stream with me. Just neither of us are on camera or anything like that. Alright. This must be the place. Play Pajak. Alright. Is that Pumbaa?
All I can say is that the tournament looks like it's going to be a real bore.
Alright, Golden Idol Mysteries, the Spider of Lanka, the overly enthusiastic card game tournament in the Yellow Lily. Also
How enthusiastic could it be? I'm sure this is an exaggeration.
The overly long and descriptive title name of the chapter, just like in Japanese manga. And that is very enthusiastic.
It is enthusiastic indeed.
Okay, anyway, first dude here. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Let us leave this unsavory watering hole. You do not appear to have sustained any serious injury, but perhaps a stiff drink will help settle your nerves. A blue rosette. Dr. Oberon Geller, surgeon and...
Hi, Oberon Geller. You, been a while since we've seen you.
It has been a while since we've seen him. And I was just like, I think I remember him, but we know exactly who he is. But first, let's just toss it on here, Oberon Geller. And we can sneak out of here for a second, return to scenario, return to here, and backtrack to the very first chapter. And that's why he was a bit hard to recognize, because he was upside down here.
And here we have him giving his immortal wisdom for the ages.
Ah! So yes, we are definitely in prequel territory, because we are dealing with Oberon Geller. And he's dead at the start of the main story. So let's see what else he has. An empty pistol, okay, he fired once. A loaded pistol, he fired exactly once. A surgical kit. A stiletto with a clean blade. Okay, so he shot once, that much is clear. This clue's been added. What in the blazes? They are all dead. Thank you for saving my life, kind sir. Alright. My dear Zubiri, upon my arrival in just a few days, we will depart to Jampupur together. While you await me, I beg you continue to apply yourself to your studies. As Lemurians, we may be held in high regard in Lanka, but we must not become careless and besmirch the Kera family name. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that his name is Zubiri Kera.
Seems likely.
I mean, his name's Zubiri, his family name is Kera, so we assume so.
Jampupur sounds like would be a great place to have on a sandwich. Jam.
Oh. To me, it sounds like very obviously not India.
There is something very obviously not India about this whole setting.
All right, and what's the last note? Are you skilled at Pajak? Test yourself and win money in this grand tournament. June 11th at sundown at the port in the Yellow Lily. Okay. But this boar isn't wearing boots.
Odd.
I know.
Speaking of anything odd, do you notice anything about Zubiri's portrait?
Oh. There's blood on his face next to his ear.
So interesting.
Yeah. Although at least his ear's intact, so he didn't get the whole ear cut off, but he definitely got hit. Yellow Lily Card House rules. Broke something? Pay for it. Too drunk to play? Get out. Lost all your money? Game over. Someone cheated? Sort it out yourself. The management accepts no liability if you decide to play against Bill. Okay. Well, that's something. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Alright. Dude's got an archer up against a peasant, 2 archers against 2 boars, and a peasant against a centaur.
Okay.
That seems to be it right there. Alright. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Alright, this dude doesn't appear dead. I think he's just sleeping. Asleep and drunk, simple enough. June 8th, 1741. It is crucial to our operations in the South Seas to secure trading fortresses in the Lanka archipelago. Regrettably, Lemuria continues to object to it and advises the local rulers against our presence. The Lemurians cannot project their power directly, but still have the spiritual authority in the Lankan kingdoms, which used to belong to the now crumbled Lemurian Empire. The Lemurian influence on Lanka must be broken. Cooperate with our agents in the region. In particular, mage, widower, and doctor could prove useful. Remember that your reward for a job well done will be enormous. Okay. So now, you are familiar with what the hypothetical Lemurian continent is, right?
More or less. Yeah.
Yeah, so a continent basically going from off the coast of Africa to India, more or less. And they hypothetically assumed that there was a land bridge to account for the fact that there was some wildlife that was similar, basically in Southeast Africa and India and Sri Lanka. And then Lanka...
Well, you will eventually get a world map in like episode DLC 3 of the Case of the Golden Idol, so you can see where the fuck Lemuria even is in this setting.
Is Case the one that has DLC 3, or is Rise the one that has DLC 3?
I meant Rise.
Rise, the sequel. So it's gonna be a while before we get that map.
Yes.
Also,
but the point is, there actually does exist a map.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm looking forward to it. Also, we have a seal of the Seven Seas Trading Company.
Yep. And the signature is SSC, which I think it's safe to assume stands for... Seven Seas Company?
Oh, Seven Seas Company. There we go. That makes sense. But yes, anyway. Drunk dude definitely has a critical mission to break the Lemurian influence on Lanka.
He's doing an awesome job, it looks like.
I mean, he reduced the influence of Lemuria on this flask of rum.
True.
When drawing lots for match pairings, arrange it so the newcomer plays against the best player here. He wants to test his skills. Oh, interesting. All right. So this dude's arranging who goes up against who. A yellow rosette. A stiletto with a clean blade. A clean sword. Okay. Looks like he hasn't done any fighting. He's just done a lot of drinking and arranging for a new guy, which I assume will be Oberon Geller, to go up against the best player. Alright, let's continue on. And I guess here... Yeah, we don't have names yet. Oh, who killed who chronologically? Okay, that's gonna be a fun one. Order the Bajak cards starting with the strongest and ending with the weakest cards. Okay. And we've got the 4. Archer, Boar, Centaur, Peasant. A, B, C, P. So, I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that Peasant is the weakest card.
Doubtless it's the Centaur that's the weakest card.
Alright, let's see here. A huge and bloody mace. Okay, so he got someone he managed to hit someone with the mace before he had a harpoon stab him in the chest area. A yellow rosette. My strong friend, join me tonight for the Pajak tournament at the Yellow Lily. Bill will be present. So long as he wins, however, he does not become crazed. Please bring Gabriel as a precautionary measure should Bill lose his temper. Oberon. Okay. So it sounds like Bill will rip your arms from your sockets if he loses, just like Chewie.
Those frickin' space bears, man, they're
They're unbearable.
Indeed. The big space bears will rip your arms and your sockets. The little space bears will eat you. So, you know.
Yep. Okay. So. Oh. Alright, I was wrong. Oberon... So Oberon Geller has a ranking, and Zubiri Kera is the newest player, and he was the one that was set to go up against Bill, and yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get some names. Carlos Luna, Oberon Geller, Shri Thegson, Pandula Senevi, Ruben Hendricks, Gabriel Hubert, Bill Price, Zubiri Kera.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess the drunk dude is not Angela Senevi.
No, I don't think so. Alright, so Zubiri Kera is that dude that got sliced in the ear, or bashed in the ear, or something. The question is, I think he might have won against Bill, because...
Well, I think we'll be able to figure that out with some of the evidence in this, and we can actually figure it out for certain, I know.
Sounds good. Alright. So there's Drunk Dude. We've got 3 total... 4. Alright, we've got 4 total tables. 4 Centaur, Archer. So it'll help for us to see who's at which table. And we then have the We have the tournament here. Could that be a Carlos Luna and Oberon Geller was sitting here? Possibly.
It does seem sort of likely, doesn't it?
It does.
But
we don't have it set for sure. Anyway, thinking panel. A Katar blade. Chakram throwing blades. A sword. A blue rosette. The man is not breathing, and definitely seems to have gotten hit in the head. All of his weapons are, all the weapons that he's holding are clean, but it doesn't strictly mean that he wasn't, for example, no? Okay, he pulled out his chakram, but he didn't have time to use it before he got bashed in the head. Possibly with the mace? So far my theory is big guy who... He does look like a Thagson. He does not look like a Shri. Whacked who maybe Pandula Senevi with the mace, and then someone then someone harpooned him. Also, that dude has a bloody hole in his chest, and Oberon Geller has a fired pistol, so I'm assuming the last kill was Oberon Geller killed this dude with a pistol. But again, my theory so far, and we'll find more clues as we go. So let's find more clues. This clue... Oh, no, I lied. Dude managed to throw one of his chakrams before getting bashed in the head.
that does not look survivable.
It most certainly does not. The man is not breathing. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Also, clearly has a bit of an alcohol problem, based off of that nose.
Yeah, that schnoz has some alcohol going on.
A poignard knife. A blue rose.
Poniard.
Poniard?
Yes.
Okay. They should learn how to spell if it's pronounced poniard.
It's not these guys' problem that poniard is spelled weirdly.
Is it the French?
Blame French.
Ah. But I would prefer to blame Canada.
Well, Canada does contain the very heart of evil. It has Canada geese. So.
I thought you were going to say French Canada.
Well, Canada geese, they are the hate birds that hate.
But you know that they are French also. Canadian geese. Or they're French Canadian. Because you know what they say, right?
What?
Honk, 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 honk.
Oh.
Now you got to include a K, because they honk. But they also honk. Okay, a dagger. This dude does not look like he managed to get any kills, so I'm lining him up before that dude died. Also, we have blue rosette, yellow rosette. Is there maybe colors here? No. Yellow rosette.
Although if you look at the card spreads on the two tables we've looked at.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. There is a blue and a yellow. Okay, okay. Anyway, let's continue on. This dude. Man is not breathing. A long rapier is stabbed in his back. Half-empty flask of rum. A necklace made of human ears. Okay, I think this dude may have been trying to get, Zubiri Kara's ear.
Just maybe.
Just maybe. Quartermaster. This time I will beat you in Pajak. Get your crew and she'll play in the 8-player tournament at the Yellow Lily. Oberon. Alright, this dude's a quartermaster. A big and slightly bloody knife. A blue rosette. Ah, okay. Is this dude, right, this dude was playing blue. Quartermaster was playing blue. Playing against yellow. And he might have survived. Okay. That's making some sense. That could be Bill. Bill in blue. Bill the quartermaster. Versus Zubiri Kara. Possibly. Oh. Spilt the ink. For some reason. I'm not sure what's supposed to be happening here. But you got like this little section and then it's all covered in ink. Alright. This clue's been added to the thinking panel. The man's not breathing. A clean dagger. An almost empty flask of rum. A yellow rosette. A clean Navajo knife. Huh. We had one of those back in the,
Yeah, the fiddler had one.
The fiddler had one, that's right. Oberon wants to embarrass himself again. Round up Shri and Reuben from the ship and meet at the Yellow Lily around 10. Quartermaster. Okay. And here...
one more spot to click on.
Ah.
And, oh look, here we can actually confirm wins and losses on some things.
Yes. All right. So, number 1, we can tell that a boar is better than a peasant, which was safe to assume. We know that, right? Blue victory. Yes. We know that a centaur is greater than 2 archers. Okay. And we know that an archer is greater than a boar. So.
Well, I think that solves the ranking of Pajak cards.
Yes. Centaur, archer, boar, peasant. Simple enough. All right. That makes some sense.
Let's take a look at the game that we presume might be Zubiri's game.
All right. So, Zubiri and Bill, I'm assuming they're sitting here. And boar beats peasant. Centaur and archer beat boar and centaur. And archer beats peasant. So, with that sort of lineup, we can safely say that
Yellow
swept, and he, Zubiri, is yellow, and Bill is blue. Quartermaster Bill Price. So I'm giving you Bill, moving Price over to there. Bill, Price. All right. And we all got the warnings that if you beat... accept no liability if you decide to play against Bill.
And there was another note that Bill will not become crazed as long as he wins.
Correct. Okay. So there is... so that we can safely say is Bill. Now, we can go back to the results, and if we can see, if we see win, loss, win, then that will be, Carlos and Oberon. So, win, no. So that's gonna be, yellow, blue in there. So that would be Ruben and Gabriel in that corner. You are yellow, and you got win, loss. So you are Ruben Hendricks. There we are. Price. Ruben Hendricks, there we go. Don't need to worry about that. And he was playing against blue. He was yellow. So I'm going to assume that that dude is Gabriel Hubert. Do we have any information? No information to make it clear. So there we are. Gabriel Hubert. So that says who was there. How about over here? We have a right now.
Yellow, blue, blue. All right.
Ah, yes, there we go. Yellow, blue. So that's Shri Thagson and Pandula Senevi. He was blue, meaning he was loss, win. Yes. He was lose, win, so that is Shri Thax. Yes. Blue. He is blue. So lose, win. Okay, he is Shri Thagson.
And the big guy is Pangela Senevi in that case.
Let me double check. He was up against Pangela Senevi. Pangela Senevi's sitting right there. He was yellow. And yellow, he got win, lose. He does not look like a Pangela Senevi. Right. And over here, we have blue, win, lose, win. So Oberon Geller was blue. Yes, he was. And that will be Carlos Luna. Okay. Now we need to figure out the order in which things happened. So we did get...
I think we can safely assume things kicked off with Bill attacking Zubiri.
I would assume so as well. Since we had the warning that he was the one that was most likely to go into a rage. But he may have started it, but he didn't okay, actually, hang on. Before we do that. Oberon wants to embarrass himself. Round up Shri and Ruben from the ship. Okay. So Bill, Carlos, Shri, and Ruben
are all allies.
Yes. Bill, Carlos, Shri, Ruben. Okay. So now that dude is Gabriel Hubert. Now the question is, all right. I'm going to reread some of the notes. That's just Dr. Do you have any details? That is just from his oh wait, no. Second one, skilled at Pajak.
His dad is telling him to apply to his studies while he's going, I'm going to go play cards.
Pretty much. Alright, you. Actually, before we continue on, nope, not there. There. You are Ruben, so you're one of Bill's people. When drawing lots for match pairings, arrange so the newcomer plays against the best player here. He wants to test his skills. Huh. Now the question is...
So arrange it for the newcomer to play Bill, and the newcomer is superior, is determined.
Yep, we do have that confirmed. So he is part of the Seven Seas Trading Company. Not doing too much work. Anyway, my strong friend, join me tonight for the Pajak tournament. Bill will be present so long as he wins. However, he does not become crazed. Please bring Gabriel as a precautionary measure should Bill lose his temper. Okay, so Pandula Sinevi and Bill
and Gabriel,
not Bill Price, Gabriel Hubert are both here as defense against Bill. So now I'm thinking
so
Bill,
whose rapier is in Bill's back, do you think?
I'm going to assume for the moment that it is Gabriel's. Although he does have the dagger out in his dominant hand, but perhaps he was left-handed. Here's my theory so far. What's his face? Ruben is drunk and did not partake in the violence at all, so we can basically ignore him. There are 3 people dead from Bill's team. There are 2 people dead from Oberon's team. So, I'm assuming Gabriel attacked Bill with the rapier, stabbed him in the back while he was trying to cut off Zubiri's ear. That got Shri's attention, and he threw a chakram to into Gabriel's head, killing him. Pandula whacked Shri over the head with his mace. Carlos turned around, threw a harpoon. 1 second. Excuse me. Threw a harpoon into Pandula's chest, and then Oberon shot Carlos in the back. And that is my theory on what happened.
That does sort of look like it, doesn't it?
It sure does. So, first killer, Gabriel Hubert. Gabriel Hubert. Weapon, rapier. Victim, Bill Price. Next, Shri Thagson. Shri Thagson used a chakram against Gabriel Hubert. Then, Pandula Sinevi used a mace against Shri Thagson. Then, Carlos Luna used a harpoon against Pandula Sevi. And finally, Oberon Geller used a pistol. No, not there. I did not click there. Rapier used a pistol against Carlos Luna. Yes! Woohoo! We got it! Okay. Mm. All right. So I'm going to say Bill Price lost a Pajak game to Zubiri Kara. Zubiri Kara. Okay. Oh, stopped switching. Bill Price thought Zubiri Kara had cheated, so he tried to take Zubiri Kara's ear. Yes! We did it! Alright, the scroll has been fulfilled. The young Lemurian Zubiri Kara, bored of his studies, went down to the Yellow Lily to participate in a Pajak tournament. He played against the skilled but hot-headed quartermaster Bill Price and won, incredulous that he could have lost to a newcomer. Bill, incredulous that he could have lost to a newcomer, accused Zubiri of cheating and tried to take his ear. Yes, definitely hot-headed. Alright. I don't think we have, anything left here to explore, do we? I think we pretty much figured out the entire setting.
The one question is that we haven't really established is who gave Ruben the note to set up the lots to pit Zubiri against Bill, because someone did that deliberately.
That is true. That is true. And I don't know if it was Oberon or not. It would make sense, but we don't have any evidence to prove it. So
let's just move on. But that's the one thing we're left.
It is. Anyway, next time we will start with an elephant cutscene. Those elephants do not look happy. And we'll continue on with the second mystery in the Spider of Lanka. But until then, please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Free money in the description as always, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye!